Data and information are related concepts, but they have distinct meanings and roles. And here we discuss why data and information cannot be used interchangeably. Data exists as a raw, native, unorganized representation, and it requires analysis. Data has no meaning on its own, whereas the information is data which has been processed, organized, or structured in a meaningful way. Information also provides context and understanding the raw data. So here is an example. Data at the specified memory location is shown here. The memory location is shown in red. And what you see here in green is basically a native representation of the data at this location. And you can see that it has no context. Now, this data, if it is interpreted, you can see three instances of this data at this location being interpreted. The first as a customer information, and then the same data is being interpreted as a movie information, and then it's a country information all about the country Jordan. So, so when the data is interpreted, it is viewed as information. So let's take a closer look. The data, when interpreted as customer information, here you can see the address location. At this location, you have this piece of data, and it's first interpreted as a information. And this data now has customer information with account balance details. And so the data will require the strongest cryptography and security when you store this piece of data. The second is the one about movie making logistics. Maybe not as important as the bank account, because the bank account carries things like the balance and the age and all that. And the third interpretation about the country Jordan, and we only need to keep it safe, whereas it is not necessary to have measures to secure this data since it's public information. So, another takeaway from here is the cryptography used to secure the data depends on how the data is interpreted. And yes, we will use the strongest security when it is interpreted with bank information, whereas minimal or maybe none when it's about the country Jordan and the information is publicly available. And the movie making details are something in between. So, this variance in cryptography is based on the interpretation of the data. And that is what basically drives different levels and types of security approaches to storing the information and data safe and secure.